Hi guys, it's Ranganathan S.V.N. Kondala, your faculty for Indian History at UPSC. In this session, I'm going to discuss with you the timeline story of Indian history. My full name is Ranganathan S.V.N. Kondala. I have about 8 years of experience guiding, mentoring, teaching students of UPSC. And you can follow my UPSC channel at UPSC GS1. That's the Telegram channel that you can guidance to. You can also see my YouTube videos on my channel at YouTube, and that's my Facebook post or Facebook profile. So in my profile, you will get all the details of daily current affairs, what articles to study in the newspaper, etc. I'm also there on Unacademy Plus. Currently, I'm running modules of, and you can get module course of Modern India on Unacademy Plus at the lowest cost available in the country. These will be like the best available Modern India course. You can use my code ShrivanR. For more information, you can always contact me on my channel, and I will tell you how to study UPSC. Now, in today's session, as I said, I'm going to discuss with you the quick timeline of Indian history, mainly ancient India. Now, why is timeline important? In history, particularly with UPSC, since in UPSC, the timelines are very, very important for your prelims, and they are also important for mains. Now, I understand that ancient Indian history is not directly part of your mains syllabus, but that does not mean that questions will not be asked. The questions are asked using art and culture, and keeping a very quick overview of time periods of what event happened at what time will keep you very, very comfortable with what syllabus you are studying. In prelims, there will be plenty of questions, like for example, contemporary questions. While, for example, if Pulakesi II was ruling in Karnataka in Chalukya dynasty, Hampi, then who was the king ruling in North India? So these kind of questions do often come a lot. We will figure that out. Let me first give you a quick brief timeline of ancient India. For our exam purposes, we generally give the time period of ancient India, ancient Indian time period from 10,000 BC to 700 AD. All events after 700 AD, we will consider it as medieval. Now, there will be some overlap. Sometimes it is also called late ancient India or early medieval India, but that's all right. We will figure that out even when we see the medieval India syllabus. And for our historical purposes, we have we can actually divide India into three parts: the northern plains, the Deccan, and the south. This actually helps us to understand the time periods quite easily, and also all answer all the timeline questions easily. Suppose if this is India, this will be the northern plains, this will be the Deccan, and this part will mostly be the southern part. In the north, the time period goes this way: Stone Ages, approximately 50,000 BC to 4,000 BC. Indus Valley, 4000 BC 1750 BC. Early Vedic era. This is the period when Rig Veda came into existence, when the Vedic people actually came into existence, and Indus Valley was replaced by the Vedic civilization. That early Vedic is from 1750 BC to approximately 1000 BC. This is largely the Rig Vedic era. The later Vedic period is the period from 1000 BC to 600 BC. New religious developments. This is new religion era is basically Buddhism and Jainism. 600 BC to say 500 BC. Then Magadha. Magadha is the era of what we call the first starting of establishment of urbanization. You can say second wave of urbanization or establishment of kingdoms. This is from 500 BC to approximately 321 BC. Maurya. 321 BC to 185 BC. See, late Maurya or post Maurya. This depends on the historical book that you are studying. Some books even call it late Maurya. Will be from 250 BC to 250 AD. Gupta is 250 AD to 580 AD. And Harsha 540 AD to, you can say, 650 AD, because Harsha died in 647 AD. Now, coming to a quick understanding of this era, the Indus Valley era, is known as the first urbanization period. The Magadha Maurya era is the second wave of urbanization. The Gupta period is the era of cultural development. The era of cultural development. So these are the people, these are the time periods of North India. Simultaneously coming to South. In South, now because we are seeing only until 500 BC, 500 AD, so we are seeing until 700 AD. In South itself, we see two parts: the Deccan and pure South India or Tamil region. In the Deccan, what you have to study is Shatavahana, which is the around 250 BC to, you can say, 200 AD. And in further south, we see Sangam, Pandya, Chola, and Chera. This is entirely between 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD. Sangam is very important for literature. And these three are for Sangam society, Sangam economy, and Sangam polity. This entire timeline review is very important. Now let us seeing it as a comparison. See this. 250 BC to 200 AD, right? So when in Deccan, when Shatavahanas were ruling, 250 BC to 200 AD. So we see late Maurya and post Maurya era. These people are Shatavahana contemporary. And the same way, because it is 300 BC to 300 AD, 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD, that era is also the period where we see them contemporary of Maurya to Gupta. So these people, while they were ruling south, the north had, in the Deccan there were Shatavahana, in Deccan, and in north there were Guptas in the north. Often when you prepare, these kind of questions become symbolically very, very important in your preparation. Do refer to this entire timeline. Go through this entire chart once more. And you can always ping me on my Telegram group to ask any more doubts. Having said that, let us end this session here. We will see medieval India time period in the next session.